Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jem here with another pick a card reading for you guys. This pick a card reading is all about the month of February for 2019. So any of you guys watching this that want to know what you guys are going to go through in February of this year, this is the video for you guys. So if you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you a quick rundown of how it works. So basically, this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, this is pile number 4, and this is pile number 5. So take a moment and feel which one you're the most drawn to. I didn't put crystals on them this time because a lot of you said that the crystals were a little bit distracting because you guys would always want to pick it based on what's the most beautiful, but you should definitely just pick with what your gut is telling you to go towards, not with what your eyes are like the most drawn to. Sometimes it works either way, so just kind of go based on what you're really feeling. Maybe choose 2 piles and listen to them both and find out which one correlates to you the most if you can't decide between 2 piles, or maybe 2 piles is what's for you. So with that being said, once you're done picking your pile or piles, you can go to the description box or the comments down below to find out where your timestamp is for that specific pile, and then go skip ahead to that point and watch your reading. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. So pile number 1, this is your reading for February of 2019. Let's find out what's going on for you guys this year, or this month. All right, so pile number 1, it looks like you guys are gonna have a pretty good month because we start off with the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups is always a good card. It's like good family time. You might be spending a lot of time with family this month and doing something with family. We also have the King of Swords, and so this is kind of like articulating your ideas, finding out your ideas, planning a lot of different things, and doing a lot of things with your mind. It can either be problem solving or doing something where you're just intellectually stimulated. It could even be writing things, or like writing songs, or writing a book, or writing something. It can deal with that as well, or somehow like communicating. It can also deal with teaching as well. It can also deal with the law. So look at those different things and where it kind of falls for you. So if you work with the law, it's kind of like bringing up that sort of stuff, or something to do with the law as well can be ruled by the King of Swords as well. So just keep that in mind. But it looks like there's like just really good energy this month, because with the 10 of Cups and then the Grand Trine of Blessings card over here, like this is just really, really good. It seems like you're going to be blessed. If you have any worries about anything, or if you have any worries about contracts coming up or anything like that, don't worry too much about it, because it looks like it's going to play itself out correctly, and it looks like it's going to be okay for you guys, like whatever's going on. So kind of let any worries that you have down, or if you're trying to like problem solve something or anything like that, definitely know that, you know, you are being guided and everything's going to be okay. We also have the 6 of Cups over here, and this card kind of talks about, you know, going into your past a little bit, sharing time with children. So maybe you either work with children, because the teacher card did come up, so if you're a teacher, or if you are a parent and you're trying to teach, you know, kids something, or maybe you're learning a little bit from kids, or somehow you're just going into your past and learning from your childhood. It can be anything around that kind of stuff, but definitely when I look at the family card and the 6 of Cups, it's like definitely a time ruled around family or children or your past or your family or siblings as well. So we also have the New Moon of Promise, and so, you know, things are looking really, really good. It looks like a really good time. And a month that's going to be spent a lot with family. We also have the Inner Temple card, Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. And so this card, it's just, you know, tune into your heart, use your heart this month. It's going to be a month that you are going to be, you know, probably having to spill a lot of love and feel a lot of love. There's nothing wrong with that. So it sounds like a pretty awesome time. We also have the Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. I feel like it's going to heal you a lot, especially if you've been going through some darker times. You know, now's the time to be around family, be around friends, be around your siblings, and they're going to put you in the better place to help you heal, to help you become, step back into who you really are, if that makes sense. So that is what your month looks like, pile number 1. All right, so pile number 2, let's find out what your month of February is going to look like this year, and let's find out what's going on for you guys. Okay, so pile number 2, with starting off with the 7 of Pentacles. This is a month all about planting seeds, planting ideas, and planning. So planning and planting. It's the whole theme of this month for you guys. It's going to be deciding kind of what you want to do. The cards are also saying really work with your manifestation at this point, because now is a time of really powerful manifestation. Whatever things that you think about right now are planting in the ground to grow in the future. So whatever you're thinking about, you are bringing about at this time. So just know that. So metaphorically, I'm talking about planting plants. Maybe you're actually planting plants. I don't know. But since it's a general reading, this has to correlate to all of you guys. So just so you know, when I use metaphors like that, it's all like metaphorical stuff. So just take it as it comes, I guess. We also have the Hermit card. So it looks like you're going to be doing a lot of inner reflection, asking yourself, what do you really want to do? What is it that fills your soul? What do you want to manifest? What do you want your future to look like? Where do you want to go after you're done school? Or what do you want to do after you're done this? Or what do you want your job to be? Or what do you want your lover to be like? You're going to be planning all sorts of different sort of things. And it's a time of inner reflection, going in and asking yourself, what do you really, really want? We also have the High Priestess. And so I feel like, deep down inside, you intuitively kind of feel these sort of feelings, and you're kind of trying to discover what those feelings really are. So maybe you have this feeling like that you shouldn't be doing this or you shouldn't be doing that, but you have a feeling like this kind of correlates to me, but you have all of these like intuitive like pushes and pulls, and you're kind of trying to discover what those are really leading you towards. What are those really telling you? What are they really saying? And so it's a month of figuring that out. And so you're going to be planting these small seeds as you slowly figure out more about where you're going and what you're wanting to do. We also have the Rain card of purification. And so this card really talks about, wash away all of the old stuff. I think this is a month of washing away old and bringing in new. It's going to be a really new month for you guys, where you guys are planning and letting go of a bunch of old stuff and moving into the new next stage. We also have the No card of postpone, wait, say no. So I don't think February is a month where you're supposed to be doing a lot of stuff. I feel like it's a month where you're supposed to pause, take a lot of inner time and inner reflection at this point to ask yourself, what do you really want to do? What's your next step? What's your next goal? Then we also have the void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So if you try to do anything this month, like major or anything, I feel like it's not really the month to do that, because you're supposed to be doing a lot of inner reflection and finding out where you want to take your next step. So anytime you try to do something in the month of February, it's going to not kind of like quite happen for you. It's not going to quite manifest, because this month for you guys is about planning. So just so you guys know that, it's funny you guys picked pile number 2, because 2s are all about planning. We have the High Priestess with number 2 about planning, the 7 of Pentacles, which is all about planning, and all these cards are just focused really on planning. So it's a time to think about what you want, write down what you want, set intentions for what you want, but don't quite act on it quite yet. Of course, take the opportunities as they come to you, but just know that right now is a month more about manifesting rather than taking the actual like physical, like getting handed the physical object yet. It's like more the planning side of the manifestation process. We also have part of fortune increase. So whatever you're doing this month, whatever you're planning, you're going to notice huge increases later. Like this is going to set you up for future crazy success with the part of fortune at the end of this. So whatever you're planning, it's going to come back to you beautifully and amazingly. So if you're planning to have the best job ever with a lot of money, it's going to pay off by planning it this month. If you're planning on this kind of lover, or doing this in school, or asking yourself what you want your life purpose to be, where you want it to go, you're going to notice it really pays off in the future. Like it's going to just like, you're going to be really glad that you did it this month. So this month is really important for you guys. Don't feel like it's not an important month, because it's really important for you guys. And you're going to notice huge benefits in the end. So that's all for you, pile number 2. All right, so pile number 3, let's find out what's going on for you guys in this month of February. All right, so pile number 3 is we start off with the Hangman. So I think this is a month of looking at things in a different perspective. So if you're going through a hard time, which with the 10 of Swords coming right after, it's almost like you're being a little bit too hard on yourself, or maybe you have these thoughts that are kind of weighing you down, or past things that have happened to you, past scenarios that have been going on, or maybe they're going on currently right now as well. And it's just making you feel really low and kind of really sad right now. But it's a time of this month of February that's coming up for you guys. It's a time of looking at things from a different perspective, changing your mindset in order to stop attracting what you're currently going through, your current situation, because your current situation is probably, feeling really unmotivated and really just like hurt or torn down or torn to pieces and feeling like you have nothing left, kind of, because you've gone through so much. And it's all in your head, though. What this card reminds us of is that this is all in our head. It's kind of situations we make up for ourselves. The situation in reality might not actually be that, but it's how we feel. It's how we think things are going, because it's all in our heads. So with the Hangman here, it's just telling you that in the month of February, it's time to look at things in a different perspective. Change your mindset, and it's going to change the way you feel. Because all of a sudden, you're going to be the King of Cups, where all of a sudden your emotions are going to be in control. You're going to be in control of your emotions. You're going to be able to control them and not have them control you anymore. So February is all about that for you guys. It's about looking at life and all of your current circumstances differently and deciding, you know what, I'm not going to continue down this spiral. I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to start thinking this way, and I'm not going to react to this situation so negatively anymore, and I'm just going to be me, and I'm going to do me, and I don't care what other people's thoughts are. It's kind of being weighed down either by other people's thoughts or other people's actions and feeling like it's way worse than it really is, even though it could be actually like really bad, but it's, you know, we don't need to focus on it. It's not actually affecting us if we don't focus on it or we don't want it to affect us. So look at things from a different perspective, forget about all that stuff, and start to be in control of your own emotions. February is all about that for you guys. It's about owning it. It's about being creative and then finding a creative outlet for your past experiences. So maybe we want to, I don't know, just gonna throw random stuff out there. Maybe you want to paint or write a song or sing or, you know, write it out or do something creative with it. Whatever is creative for you that's going to get it out for you is, you know, the way you're supposed to go. Or maybe you're going to channel it in some other type of form. But with the King of Cups, it's emotionally channeling these emotions in a really productive, beautiful way that actually, you know, serves you and serves the better of everyone else around you as well. So somehow that's going to happen for you guys in the month of February. Then we also have the Wolf card of instinct. And so follow your instincts. You know, of course, your instincts are very strong, which is maybe why you're feeling so down lately, is because you feel other people's thoughts, you feel all these other things. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Those things don't have to affect you because, you know, other people's opinions are a dime a dozen. You don't need to focus on it. So focus on you, the way that you want to feel about yourself, and look at things through a different perspective. Because you are a beautiful person and you have these crazy good instincts, and, you know, it's really cool that you have that. So it's kind of almost like a superpower, to be honest with you. You're probably really intuitive, really empathetic, and all that kind of stuff. So it's funny I say that because the next card that we have is the Get Grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connected with nature. So you're probably a really sensitive person, and that's why you feel these certain things, and that's why you feel like really drained all the time. You might have people that are almost energy sucks to you because, you know, the fact that you're so empathetic to other people and all their emotions, it's almost like you take on their problems and have to deal with it for them instead of, you know, dealing with your own shit. You're almost dealing with everyone else's because you almost feel bad for them and you feel for their situation, so you take on their issues and process it for them, which is, you know, you don't need to do that. Just cut those ties, look at things through a different perspective, and focus on you, because you are the person that, you know, comes first. You have to fill up your cup before you can help anybody else. The next card that we have is the Supermoon. Emotions are running high. And so emotions are going to be running high for you in this month of February. Things are going to be going crazy. But it's about looking at things from a different perspective and channeling it in a creative way. And it'll help you a lot. Then we also have the air element of communicating. And so communicate your thoughts. Communicate it out. Talk to people. Don't hold it inside, because that's going to be really important for you in order to heal all this kind of stuff. So that is what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. All right, so pile number 4, let's find out what's going on for you guys in the month of February and what's going to be happening for you guys. All right, so pile number 4, the month of February is going to look like this for you guys. We have the Emperor card as the first card right here. The Emperor is somebody who has a lot of life experience. They've been through a lot. They have a lot to share. They're really good at solving problems. They're really good at looking at what everybody else is going through and sharing really, really good advice. They're the best advice givers, and I feel like that's you. So I feel like you're going to be giving advice to a lot of people this month, especially when I see the 5 of Wands next. So it's almost like, you know, you see everyone else and all the crap that they're going through, and you almost kind of look at it like, bro, you don't need to fight over that. It's pointless. Like, stop. You don't need to go through that. That situation is like, it's done. Quit beating the bush. Like, it's over. So it's about taking things a look from a higher perspective. And so I feel like you are really good at doing that. I feel like you'll be doing that this month, whether it's for yourself or for a friend or for a family member or something like that. And you're going to be offering advice. You're going to be able to really see the solutions for certain situations. You're going to feel on the top of things, especially even if things like feel a little bit awkward in the month of February. If things feel like, people are communicating like this and people are doing that and it's just all like crazy and hectic and, lots is going on, your opinion might get a little bit like lost in the, bushel of craziness going on. But as long as you keep that emperor stance and that energy, your opinion will be heard, and I think you're going to add some really good constructive feedback to people and help people in a really great way. Especially since we have the star next, I feel like you're people's light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to be people's light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to be your own light at the end of the tunnel, especially if you're going through anything that feels a little bit awkward, or you're in an awkward situation with somebody and things are just a little bit it's all going to turn out for the better, and you're going to be literally that light at the end of the tunnel for people and for yourself. So just know that. We also have the Cave of Sanctuary, and so this card talks about, take time for yourself, really reflect. I feel like you're sorry, my nail just scratched on that. That probably sounded weird. But I think you're somebody who's really good at reflecting on situations. You're really good at going into your sanctuary and feeling out situations and just knowing. It's almost like you go through a situation, you just already know how to solve it. You understand things just because of your life experience that you've gone through. I feel like you're really going to be able to help a lot of people. You're somebody who's incredibly knowledgeable, and somehow you're going to bring this beautiful light to the mixing of different ideas, the mixing of different cultures or religions and something like that. It's like somehow you have this answer for it, and I think you're going to be using that power this month of February somehow. We also have the Take a Break card, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So just so you know, this is something that's more of a life mission, but it's going to be a main theme in the month of February. Maybe you're going to finally realize it in the month of February, or it's just going to really pop out. It's going to be a major theme. But this is something you're going to be doing through your whole life, is being that advisor for people, being that advisor for yourself, and kind of solving awkward moments, solving awkward things between people that they just for some reason they don't see a way out of it. We also have a new romantic cycle begins, the new moon in Libra. So with this, maybe there's something going on. Maybe there's hope for a romance. Just saying, there could be, especially when that card comes up. So it could be that there is a possibility of a romantic kind of person coming into your life. Maybe the Emperor is coming into your life, especially when I look at that card. And, maybe things are going to be a little bit awkward at first, but it's actually going to be a blessing in disguise. It could be that as well. But I think that's a theme. I think maybe all of those will apply to you in the month of February. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. A new romantic cycle, new moon in Libra, can also be finding balance between different things, because Libra is the scales. It's all about balance. And when I see the Five of Wands needs balance, because the Five of Wands is all these guys are just hashing out all these ideas and all these things, and they really need to bring balance to it. And so I feel like you as the Emperor energy are going to bring that balance. You're going to bring that advice that kind of balances out what's kind of going on. So if it's not love coming into your life, you're definitely going to be, that kind of Libra person where you're just solving a lot of stuff this month. A lot's going to go on, and people are going to need your advice. We also have the Saturn truth card. So it's you're going to bring truth to every situation. I feel almost maybe you're going to go through something with friends where, maybe there's gossip going around or something, and maybe there's this going around. You're going to be able to stand in there and be like, guys, I know the real thing that's going on. Stop all this nonsense and this BS, because I'm going to come in here and just tell you how it really is. And so there might be a situation like that going on as well. So definitely look out for that, pile number 4, but that is what I see for you guys for the month of February. All right, so moving on to our last pile number 5. Let's find out what's going on in February for you guys. All right, so pile number 5, this is what I see for you guys for the month of February. So it looks like you guys are going to be balancing and juggling a lot of different things. There's going to be a lot going on for you, and I feel like it's almost a little bit, you might get a little bit out of hand where you feel like, it's a little bit too much to take on, and maybe you're doing a little bit too much, and you really need to take time for yourself, and maybe you're taking on too much by yourself. You're not really getting help from anybody, especially when we have the 2 of Pentacles beside the 5 of Pentacles. It's almost like nobody's helping you with all the stuff that you're going through, and you feel like you're alone. You feel like you're doing it alone, and you're just juggling so many different things. You're juggling emotions. You're juggling all the tasks that you're obligated to do. It's all this different stuff, and it's just kind of a little bit overwhelming. I feel like February is a bit of an overwhelming month for you guys, but don't worry, because there are solutions in this pile as well, just so you guys know. But February might look like just a really crazy, hectic, busy month where it feels like you're all alone, doing this all alone, and it's just people are not there to help right now. That's what the month of February is kind of looking like. We also have the Two of Swords next, so it's almost like maybe you're blocking out the help, you know, maybe inside you want the help, but you don't want to ask for the help. It's almost like, you know, you're taking on all this stuff, hoping that somebody just offers it, but at the same time when they offer, it's like, no, I got it. And you kind of like don't show your real emotions behind things. It's kind of like, you know, being guarded and not wanting to tell people how you really feel. Even if they do offer, it's like, no, I got it, it's fine. But inside you're screaming like, yes, I want your help, please come back, you know, but you have to tell people. You have to accept help. And then also, even if people aren't coming, you have to ask for help. That's the main theme of February for you guys, is asking for help when you need it. And don't close yourself off. Don't pretend like nothing's going on. If you're juggling a lot of emotions, like maybe it's not even physical tasks, maybe it's just a lot of emotions for you guys, but you're not wanting to show it or express it, and you're kind of juggling and dealing with all this stuff on your own, and you're not asking for people for help, or you're not going to people for help or anything like that, and you're just really overwhelmed and feeling like you are doing it all by yourself. And you cannot do it all by yourself. You need to ask for help. You need to open up your heart. Whatever you're wanting to say, the Two of Swords is saying, open up your heart. Now's the time to express those emotions and what you're feeling and talk to people about it. Tell people how it feels, especially when we have the Tsunami card next, which is a wake-up call. Tsunamis always deal with emotions because they're water. And so it's like a wake-up call to you. This is going to be like a crazy, almost like overflowing month where it's like you take on so much and there's just so much where there's going to be this huge waterfall pouring out. And if you can deal with it, the sooner the better, because then the less intense the waterfall is and the less crazy, like dramatic it is. So just start opening up your heart, accepting help when it's there. Don't deny your feelings. Don't hide your feelings. Don't hide how busy you are. Don't hide how much you're dealing with. It's a time to let those things out. We also have the next card of fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. So that's what you really need at this time, is to, you know, maybe retreat for a little bit. It doesn't mean be alone, but it means you need rest. You need to refuel your cup. You need to fill that cup back up, because maybe it's a little bit empty and a little bit dry right now because, you know, you've been through a lot of stuff. You've gone through so much and your heart's a little bit closed off because you're not wanting to share it, but it's time, you know, you need to fill back up that cup so that you're able to just feel free, especially when that tsunami comes and you completely empty out. It's then time to fill up your cup again, because you need to fill it with those good emotions, not the bad ones, but the good ones. So surround yourself with good people, surround yourself with good friends, do things that make you feel happy, whatever that may be, even if you want to be alone, whatever makes you happy and whatever fills your cup. Then we also have the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. So just know that you don't need to close off your heart. You don't need to stay outside and not ask for help. You don't need to keep your emotions to yourself just because you're scared of what other people might think, or you're just thinking that they don't want to deal with it, or you're just thinking that you're too much of a burden or a problem. Don't think that way. Just so you know, you are good enough. You are just as worthy as everybody else here. So if you want to share your emotions, if you want to share your feelings, go and do it. It's fine. At least find the friends that, you know, won't judge you for it, because those are the real friends. If you have friends that are going to judge you for the way you feel, or don't want to be friends with you because of the way that you're feeling, they're not true friends. So just know that you are good enough, and you'll see who your real friends are, and you'll see who you need to cut out of your life and who you need to keep there as well. We also have the Venus of Love card at the very end. So this card is talking about love yourself. Give yourself love, accept love from others. If others are wanting to help you or trying to help you, accept that love and take it in, breathe it in, and feel it and let it fill your cup. Because so many people are trying to give you love, I think, but I think it's like you don't want to talk about it right now. It's like you're really closed off, and you might not even be noticing it or feeling it just because of how closed off you are at the moment. So just know, bring in that love, take in that love, and accept it, just so you know. Pile number 5. And I think you guys can have a really, really good month if you do those things, because it can be so healing. Like February is a healing month for you of accepting and self-love and getting rid of old stuff that you don't want there anymore. So February is all about getting rid of that old stagnant energy, the old stagnant stuff that's holding you back in some type of way. It's time to get rid of it and be a fresh, new, beautiful, blossomed butterfly. The cocoon stage can be kind of awkward, but after it, and after you let go and shed that old skin, you are a beautiful, shining butterfly. So just know that, you guys. And that is all for you, pile number 5. So that is that sometimes, you know, the hardest things can be also the most beautiful things that we go through, because we come out on top and feeling good and feeling amazing. All right, so that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a really big thumbs up for me and hit that subscribe button down below if you have not already. And I'll see you guys in my next pick a card reading. Bye, guys.